Hello guys, Nicholas Vega, and I want to talk about ghrelin today. It's just another hormone, another important hormone that controls hunger and cravings, which is, a very big problem with everyone. That's what everyone's huge problem is. I mean, that's why everyone's overweight because of the sugar we're surrounded by. Anywhere you go, we're surrounded by sugar. I honestly don't get why sugar is in certain products like I could be eating I don't know, chips and it's got sugar in them. Like really, man? Like, well, you had to put sugar in this? Like just people just throwing sugar just to throw sugar in. And what sugar does is like I said in my other video is it spikes your blood sugar, and when your blood sugar comes back down, it's going to come back even lower than what it was already at, and that's going to cause you to crave more food. And that's why people are always craving things. And that's how people usually start off their mornings, with some sugar, carbs. And you know, pretty much ghrelin, it raises every 3 to 4 hours. That's why every 3 to 4 hours you might be hungry again. Meal frequency doesn't matter, and I'll discuss that in another video. When it comes to weight loss, I mean, you could eat all your a big old meal, your 2,500, 3,000 calories last meal of the day. It doesn't matter. But pretty much ghrelin raises every 3 to 4 hours. All right. Another thing is, when people are, constantly battling these hungers and cravings, you're gonna be overweight, and that's why the majority of the population is overweight. I had read this crazy statistic, like how when people put no fat on labels, no fat, pretty much what they did is they add more sugar or more carbs to because it's fat free. And I don't. And when people started, when that trend started going around, I believe like the statistics said, obesity rates like tripled or doubled. It was something crazy. And fat is actually what's gonna keep you full. And fat is an essential thing in all our cells in our body. And people would think fat's gonna make you fat. I used to think like that too. I don't know why. Just because I didn't do my research, I was just ignorant. But fat is actually gonna. And that's actually one of the ways to suppress ghrelin is to eat fat. Um, that's why people go on low carb diets. They have high fat diets, but people on low carb diets uh, battle cravings, and low carb diets is not anymore. It's just not effective. It's not. I mean, it's not as effective as it claims to be. You will lose weight as long as you're in a caloric deficit. I've said this plenty of times. Like scientists, I forgot the name, I forgot the study, but he ate like nothing but Twix and cookies and all types of junk food, and he still lost weight as long as he was in that caloric deficit. I mean, we're not saying this is a healthy option. We're not saying he was at an optimal state, but he still lost weight at the end of the day. So how to suppress ghrelin? Oh, what I was saying is when you overeat and everything, a lot of times people have a muffin top. They have a belly. Everyone's got a belly. When I go into the weight room, everyone's got a little waistline. And when you have fat accumulated in your abdominal area, that covers a big part of your liver. And your liver is one of your most important glands, if not the most important gland in the body, in the human body. And I say that because it's a filter. It filters all the blood that goes through your entire system. And another thing is it also keeps your hormones balanced, and it's also a fat burning gland. Another thing, that's why people go on detox diets and everything, because they want to clean out their filter so it's able to process, use fat. It's able to use fat for energy better, stuff like that. But here's just a quick list of how to suppress ghrelin. Keep your zero point 0.8 to 1 gram of protein. You always need to keep the protein consistent. That's the thing when it comes to high carb and low carb diets. Is as long as you keep, it doesn't matter what type of carbs you eat. As long as you keep the protein consistent, you're gonna lose weight. And protein keeps you full, and it helps with rebuilding. I hope if you're on a fat loss journey, you should be doing some type of exercise if you want to reap the most benefits, and you need protein to help rebuild for protein synthesis. And when you build like lean muscle, you're also going to be burning more fat, because muscle, it requires a lot more energy to maintain and to rebuild, which is also going to increase your insulin sensitivity, which is just, it helps all with the fat loss thing. Sleep, 8 hours of sleep. The most important thing to fat loss or whatever, muscle building, whatever it may be, you need to sleep. That's when you are in the most like anabolic, catabolic, or anabolic state. This is when your whole entire body is gonna repair. It's just the most important thing to life. Honestly, do the research. Consistent meal timing. Well, when it comes to ghrelin, you should always have a consistent time of the day when you're gonna eat, just like when you're gonna sleep. Always do it at the same time of the day. Though it doesn't matter what time you eat, you should always be consistent with it so your body knows when it's gonna be fed. Don't be playing mind games with it, because then you're just gonna overeat and just eat things you shouldn't be eating. Be stress free. Stress raises your cortisol levels, which I'll discuss in the next video. And when you're stressed, your body's actually, long story told short, your body will hold on the muscle or hold on the fat and make you burn muscle, and you won't be burning fat. I'll explain why in my next video. But be stress free. Feel the aliveness. Know that this is the only moment you have in your life. The moment of now. The power of now. You know, this is what life's all about. Living in this now moment. You can't do anything in the past. You can't do anything in the future. Just be here. I read a lot on Eckhart Tolle. I read a lot on spirituality. You know, just how to live life. What life is all about. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's a very big topic. But be stress free. Eat healthy fats. Like I said, healthy fats are going to help maintain hormones. And like I said, hormones really do determine fat loss and how you act and how you think. It's also it's gonna keep you full. Like every morning I'll eat avocado with eggs and almonds and peanut butter. Man, I am full. Like I'm telling you, for a good 4 to 5 hours, I don't have to eat, but I do have to eat because I'm trying to build some muscle. And then fiber. You need to eat fiber. Fiber is what's gonna slow down the digestive process, and it's gonna help clean out. It's gonna help with your liver too. You know, just getting all the bad stuff out of your system. And no fructose. These two things right here, if you keep those two things in check, I guarantee you will have no cravings, no binging, none of that. I guarantee you, no fructose. Like I said, when your blood sugar is like a steady line, right? When you eat fructose, it's gonna spike your blood sugar up. Then insulin's got to do its job, and then all that blood that's been removed from your bloodstream is gonna cause you to crave more food, and you're gonna overeat, and you're gonna head to the kitchen, eat your Twinkies, eat your peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I don't know, just something that's gonna, eliminate those cravings. But like I said, it's gonna start a vicious cycle, and you're gonna keep eating. Just no fructose and keep high fiber. Every morning you should be starting the morning with a nice big bowl of, non-starchy vegetables, and just no fructose, no sugar. You don't need it. The only time if you want to incorporate something like that, incorporate it in the evening, like post-workout or in the evening. If you do both, work out in the evening, great. And if you work out in the morning, yeah, go ahead, have yourself a little bit of, a banana or something after the workout, an orange or whatever it may be. But then in the evening and post-workout is the only time you should really have fructose. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, that's all about ghrelin and how to suppress hunger, and I really do hope you guys use this information. Sorry if I had a lot of mistakes in this video. Have a good one.